It's well known that psychic energy can destroy people if you do not learn how to direct it and love your body. So Dave, you and your body come first, and are primary of most important. And if you feel that the information you are getting can help humanity, that's great, but I've got an ideal around it, and you can all get busted on your ideals. And or if you are on the greedy end, as someone was, and said, well, I can make $1 billion on this, then you'll be burnt out. Energies that really, really will help you will totally respect who you are. So on one hand, your idealism could end up destroying your health. Do you understand what we are saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
The fact that I am being burnt out.
Say it again?
The fact that I'm being burnt out, is that an indicator? Obviously it's an indicator that there's something out of balance.
So you feel burnt out?
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely.
At least he can recognize that. Sometimes people can't even recognize they're burnt out. This is a good sign, because obviously you are getting the symptoms of what we are describing.
Yeah.
Now, this is when you have to shut it down. How do you shut something down that you are getting too much of? We taught our vehicle years ago to picture a faucet above her head and to simply turn the faucet off. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you can picture the information coming through a faucet, and one, you know, those old-fashioned faucets that you had the little grooves in them, you had to really screw turn.
Yeah.
Do that, so that way you can trickle it down, and this will be your creation in your mind to turn it off. Now, when you communicate with animals, they do good with pictures. That any animal communicator understands. You send pictures to animals, they send pictures back. The mind fills in words. It's the same with ETs or anything out there. You send them a picture. You say, I'm closing shop, no vacancy, don't bug me now. And you must take charge as if this is a great flow of energy, and you have to learn to turn it on and off and control it. Now that's one avenue. The other avenue is that if you are receiving downloads, and you all are, but Dave is going after it, we call that licking your finger and sticking it in the cosmic light socket. Right, Dave? All right. And then you can't get your hand off of it. Now, the very best way you must strengthen the body to translate the information, otherwise it fries you out. It's like a computer. So you must get plenty of rest with no electronics in the bedroom.
Okay, yeah.
None. Put a plant in there, take care of it. Get in the habit, or this will be hard for him, a vase of flowers or something, pick them from outside, make your bed, go out and spend a little extra money and buy yourself nice sheets, a nice little bed so that it looks attractive and you want to rest. You also need to put more water in your body. Water is a conductor, as you know, of electrical energies. And when you are really a conduit for these energies, this is when body work is absolutely essential. What happens is your body starts blocking up, the chakras close down, sometimes you have poor digestive problems, can't sleep, can't pick up signals. You know, many people have asked our vehicle, I want to channel. Our vehicle said, I don't recommend it, not because it's not fun. It's because most people are not willing to do the amount of work that is necessary to receive transmissions and not be destroyed in the process. You follow this? So you are into the transmissions, but what receives the transmissions you don't care about. You follow? So it's a good question, because you're all going to get more, and the stuff is around. Don't be flattered. Now, another thing that we believe our vehicle said to you, ask the P's about the machine kingdom. So just like beings can say, hey, I'm Jesus, and the person, wow, I've got Jesus, I'm channeling Jesus, how great, I must be holy just like him. Beings will say that they are anything. This is why you must test them. And this is why you must say to them, you must respect me, and you must show me I only want clear, precise, uplifting, beneficial information. Because beings can get you to build something and you think it's one thing and it's another.
I do have a question about that, about Christ consciousness. You know, people that experience Jesus or feel that presence within them. Many people, like within the New Age community, they call this Christ consciousness. So wouldn't that be what you're speaking of? Or if there's a dark side to it?
There can be many dark sides to things. First of all, when you label something Christ consciousness, you're already asking for trouble. Do you understand this? Because you've taken the vastness of the multiverse and you've made it fit into Christ's shoes.
Yeah.
And granted some of the messages that this being who never existed as a son of God that were attributed to him. Some of the messages are quite good. As you sow, so you shall reap. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But they are classic messages. They were not about a God who saved you because you were sinned. That's really screwed up.
What about?
I will send my son to you because you are sinned, and he will be a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice. Any being who is involved in any kind of sacrifice where life must die to save life, run from it.
Yeah.
So we are saying that no goodniks took over that whole thought form, and now you have, we will say it truthfully, really delusional and unintelligent people thinking they are in touch with something that could have its Sunday clothes on, and behind it is real darkness. Because if people cannot discern the difference and they give their power away to masters and gods, then they are going to be the ones that are going to be having big reality checks. Go ahead.
What about people that have Christ conscious experience, a Christ conscious experience?
Listen, what about people who have a nirvana experience? What about people who have an LSD, an ayahuasca experience? You are talking about an experience that is beyond your world, paranormal, so to speak. That's what that means, beyond normal. And that's fine. But when you start categorizing it and saying, this is a red dress, this is a blue dress, this is a pair of shoes, that's the logical mind wanting to make sense of things and put them into categories that do not fit into categories. And then this is where you get yourself into trouble. There is the unknown reality where you must explore it. And our advice is the more you observe these states of consciousness as unusual states of consciousness and pioneer into them by setting an intention, rather than being a receptacle of Christ came to me and my body is lit up. Well, your body gets lit up all the time. A Christ consciousness situation could be a Kundalini rising. There's lots of terms that can be used to describe things. And so when people use those terms right away, they are labeling themselves and describing reality in terms that are familiar to them. But they don't know a lot. They are having perhaps legitimate experiences. Sometimes they're having contrived experiences. Remember the Fatima. What was Fatima? Fatima was in the 1900s, and supposedly millions of people saw the sun dancing in the sky. How's that possible? If you study a little bit of phenomena, you realize that obviously you are in an interactive field that responds to things, and that other beings from outside of the field come in and do behavioral modification projects. So be really clear, you do not want to be a guinea pig. Who else has a question?
Elizabeth.
Who is it?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, loud and clear, please.
Greetings.
Greetings.
My spirituality has blasted off almost to be unrecognizable in the last 5 weeks, thanks to you.
5 weeks.
Yes.
We call that a firing of codes of consciousness. It happens that as a creator, you come across something, or you finally open to something that's been there. Our work tends to do this, but so do others. And you read something, or you see something, and the neurons are happy, 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 firing, booming, boom, 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 boom. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Remember to breathe deeply, because you have opened a door, and it's only the beginning of the journey. It's ideal in the beginning, but remember, you were here this morning. There's some real important things that are not ideal, that are essential for you to understand.